Welcome back to the new Autocraft TV, where today we dive deep into the stunning, pulse racing world of the all-new 2026 McLaren 720S, a machine that doesn't just define supercar performance, it reinvents it. McLaren has always been about blending art and science, and with the 2026 model, they've taken every curve, every aerodynamic edge, and every ounce of power to new heights. This is more than a facelift. It's a re-engineered masterpiece that builds on the soul of the original 720S while adding future-ready performance, technology, and design that pushes the limits of what a road car can be. The first thing you notice is the design, sleek, aggressive, and yet flowing in a way that only McLaren can achieve. Every vent, every crease, and every sculpted surface has a purpose. The new front fascia introduces sharper LED headlight clusters with adaptive laser elements, giving the car a predatory stare. The carbon fiber front splitter is more pronounced, channeling air efficiently into the redesigned side intakes. The dihedral doors remain a signature McLaren statement, but now they open with a smoother, almost theatrical motion thanks to revised hydraulics. The proportions are pure 720S, but the detailing is pure evolution: lower stance, wider rear track, and subtle yet impactful aerodynamic upgrades that make the 2026 version visually more planted and intimidating. Step to the back and you're greeted by a rear end that's even more performance-focused. A reprofiled active rear wing now integrates seamlessly into the body when not deployed, but extends higher and faster when you demand maximum downforce. Slim OLED taillights trace the shape of the rear haunches, creating a futuristic light signature, while the aggressive diffuser channels turbulent air for both stability and cooling. Dual titanium exhaust outlets sit high and wide, spitting out a raw, metallic soundtrack that's more refined yet angrier than before. But the real magic lies beneath that carbon fiber skin. The heart of the new McLaren 720S is an updated 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8, now pushing out an earth-shaking 770 horsepower and 790 Nm of torque. Engineers have worked extensively on turbo efficiency, reducing lag to near zero. Power delivery is instantaneous, surging from idle to redline with unrelenting force. Paired with the latest generation 7-speed dual-clutch seamless shift gearbox, the 720S launches from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds, with a top speed that now exceeds 215 miles per hour. And yet, it's not just about raw numbers. The way this car delivers its performance is intoxicating. McLaren's focus on lightness remains unmatched. The monocage 3 carbon fiber monocoque has been further optimized, shedding weight while increasing rigidity. This translates into razor-sharp handling and unmatched agility. The proactive chassis control 3 suspension system now incorporates AI-assisted predictive damping, reading the road surface and driver inputs to adjust the car's behavior in milliseconds. Whether you're carving through mountain switchbacks or blasting down a straight, the 2026 720S feels hardwired to your reflexes. The steering is pure McLaren, hydraulic, communicative, and precise. You feel every micro detail of the road, allowing you to place the car exactly where you want it. Braking is equally extreme, thanks to new carbon ceramic discs with a revised cooling system, providing fade-free stopping power even after repeated high-speed runs. The integration of brake-by-wire tech ensures perfect modulation, whether you're gently slowing in traffic or hammering into a hairpin from triple-digit speeds. Inside, the cabin of the 2026 McLaren 720S has undergone a significant transformation. This is still a driver-first environment, but the materials, technology, and ergonomics are more refined than ever. The new high-resolution driver display features adaptive graphics that change with your chosen drive mode, from minimalistic in comfort to data-heavy in track. A floating 10-inch central infotainment screen now runs McLaren's latest OS, offering faster response times, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and advanced telemetry features for tracking lap times, G-forces, and even live video recording of your drives. Seats are newly designed lightweight carbon fiber shells wrapped in premium Alcantara and Nappa leather, providing exceptional support without compromising comfort on long journeys. Every switch, paddle, and button is crafted from aluminum or carbon, ensuring a tactile connection between driver and machine. Even the audio system, a bespoke Bowers & Wilkins setup, has been tuned to deliver crystal clear sound, not that you'll use it much when the V8 is singing inches behind your head. McLaren has also stepped up its driver assistance technology. The 2026 720S comes with adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, and a new 360-degree camera system for easier maneuvering in tight spaces. These features may seem out of place in a supercar, but they make the 720S far more usable as a daily driver without diluting its extreme nature. Aerodynamics have always been a McLaren strength, but for 2026 they've introduced something they call aeromorph technology, a series of active aero surfaces that subtly shift shape to optimize airflow depending on speed, steering angle, and braking force. This results in improved stability at high speeds, sharper turn-in, and increased efficiency at cruising speeds. The underbody is now completely sealed with Venturi tunnels that generate massive downforce without excessive drag, proving once again that McLaren's Formula One expertise translates beautifully to road cars. Driving the all-new 720S is a sensory overload. In comfort mode, it's surprisingly compliant, soaking up imperfections with ease, the gearbox shifting smoothly, and the exhaust tone subdued. Switch to sport and everything sharpens, throttle response is immediate, the gearbox becomes more aggressive, and the suspension firms up. Track mode transforms the 720S into a weapon, with the chassis hunkering down, the wing standing tall, and every input met with ferocious precision. Fuel efficiency may not be the first thing on your mind, but McLaren has worked on that too. Thanks to improved turbo mapping, start-stop functionality, and cylinder deactivation, the 2026 720S manages to deliver respectable fuel economy for its class when driven gently, though let's be honest, restraint will be your biggest challenge behind the wheel of this beast. Every drive in this car is an event. The sound of the turbos spooling, the whoosh of air through the intakes, the rapid-fire upshifts, and the spine-tingling downshifts, it's a symphony for the enthusiast soul. But beyond the raw performance, there's a sense of connection here that's rare in the modern supercar world. The car doesn't isolate you, it involves you in every decision, every fraction of grip, every degree of steering angle. In a world where many supercars are becoming more about numbers than feel, the 2026 McLaren 720S strikes a near-perfect balance between technological sophistication and pure, unfiltered driving pleasure. It's not just faster than its predecessor, it's more refined, more responsive, and more engaging. It is proof that even in the era of electrification and autonomy, there's still room for a car that exists purely to thrill. So, whether you're a lifelong McLaren fan or someone who's just discovering the brand, the all-new 2026 720S is a statement, a bold declaration that driving passion is alive and well. It's the kind of car that makes your heart race just looking at it, and leaves your hands trembling after you've driven it. This isn't just the next chapter in the McLaren story, it's a milestone in the history of supercars. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most exciting cars of the decade, make sure you stay tuned right here on the new Autocraft TV, where we bring you closer to the machines that make the automotive world roar. And trust me, the roar of the 2026 McLaren 720S is one you'll never forget.